You know, Jojo.
Good evening.
Good evening.
You're all welcome to today's Zoom. Uh, uh, you're all welcome to today's Zoom. I'll be presenting a business called Royalq. Royal Quantitative. It's an artificial intelligence robot that helps us to trade cryptocurrencies. It buys low and sell high. It's not programmed to sell at a loss. It's only programmed to buy more quantity when the price of crypto is going down, and to sell when the price of crypto starts going up. So even if when price of crypto goes down, the robot will not make profits for you. It will only be buying. Then when the price starts appreciating up a little, when it starts appreciating, the robot will start selling, start making profits for you. Okay, so the robot uses mainly USD. We use USDT as capital to trade and to trade cryptocurrency. So we deposit USDT in our Binance, Coinbase, Binance Sobi, Indodot, KuCoin, and the rest. There are up to 7 exchanges we deposit USDT into. We connect the robot through the help of API. The robot only has 2 permissions when we connect it to our exchange, because our money is safe. We just deposit our money, our dollars, we deposit it in our exchange, and it's safe. Okay, so when we deposit it, we give the robot just 2 permissions. Permission number 1 is for the robot to be able to see the market. Permission number 2 is for the robot to be able to buy low and sell high. That is the 2 permissions we give the robot. Okay, so our money is safe with us in our exchanges. We don't give it to the robot. The robot is only designed to sell in profit. So there's no risk, no loss. We only experience waiting. We only experience waiting time, which is the time it will take the robot to sell. You might start a trade and the coin will go down. The robot will just be buying more quantity. So that when the price starts going up, the robot will start selling and start making profits for you. So there's nothing like the robot buying high and selling low. No, no. It only buys low and sell high. That is how the robot is being programmed. Okay? So we rent the robot yearly with $120. As it runs, the robot runs for 365 days. That is $120. Then we keep at least 20% of our capital. Maybe like if your trading capital is one start trading with $100, you keep at least $20 for gas fees. Gas fees are we call it is also called utility fees. You know, it's like you opening a shop. Like you opening a shop. You have rented the shop. You have paid for your shop rent, agent on agreement, everything. You now keep money that you use for utilities in your shop, paying like the light fee, water fee, and the rest. So in Royalq, we call it the utility fees. So these are the money you send to your robot account for fuel, just like we call it also fuel fees. Okay? So you keep at least $20 or 10 at least 20, 30, 40, depending on your capital. Then it will now bring you to your exchange. That is where you keep your money. can be $50, it can be $100, it can be $1,000, it can be $2,000, it can be $10,000, it can be $20,000, it can be $50,000. This is your capital. The more your capital, the more profits, the more opportunity for the robot for you to be able to trade well and enjoy the robots. The more capital, the more opportunities, and the more you make more profits. Okay, so that is all about the trading aspect. It has also the robot has also is an artificial intelligence robot, meaning that it has so many functions that it uses to trade and make money for us than when you compare it to a manual trader. We have the callback functions, we have the strategy modes and all that. The move that helps you that the robot will also make profits for you, even when that coin is in that coin has reduced in value. The robot will still buy margin calls and sell them and make profits for you even when you take. So that is why we are using the robot because it's an artificial intelligence robot. We give it the right commands and it gives us profits. One of our member bought a car recently, courtesy of Royalq. I bought my car in 2021 when I started Royalq. Renovated my family house in the village also in 2021. This 2024 we are starting the bull run and crypto will do a lot of sense. Crypto will make a lot of sense in this 2024 2025. Okay, so that is about Royalq, the trading aspect and all that. So for those starting small, you are encouraged to grow the business. You understand? So if we say you have to start with $100, it doesn't mean that it is $100 reduced all through in the business for 1 year. No, to be able to grow it. Now, Royalq also created an avenue where you can also grow your capital, add to your capital. Is optional if you like. Is when if you like, if you enjoy the business, you're making profit for the business, but your capital is small or you don't have more money to expand your business. If you introduce Royalq to someone and they register, Royalq will give you $30. So with that $30, you can withdraw it to your exchange and increase your trading capital. Remember, your money is with you. You can withdraw your profits anytime you like. You don't need anybody's permission. You can withdraw your profits anytime. Withdrawing, I say, when I mean withdrawing your profit, I mean you can sell because there's nothing like withdrawal because the money is in your Binance, is in your exchange. If you need money, maybe you need Naira, you can sell the profits. Sorry that I'm using withdrawal. As a trader in Royalq, you don't withdraw. There's nothing like withdrawal. Your money, your capital is with you in your Binance. The profit is also with you in your Binance. If you need money, you just sell the profits. You sell the profits and you sell your profits and you get money. So that is it. So I've explained how the trading. I've also explained the networking, which is optional. Now, that is all about Royalq. I don't know if the new prospects, if they have any questions before we enter the topic of today.
Okay, if you are new, do you have questions you can ask before we get into the topic? There's some things that you are not clear on. You can ask your questions, please. You can unmute yourself or use the chat box. So, William's Happiness, are you clear on everything you need to know about Royalq? or you have like questions to ask? Okay, so I believe we do not have questions. If any question pops up uh to your head, you can still use the chat box and drop your question. Also, we'll be taking questions after the topic. All right, Dr. George, you can proceed.
Okay. So since we don't have okay, happiness said no questions for now. Okay, we'll proceed. Today's topic is talking about uh strategy mode of the robot, and it's very, very important.
No, the
It's
difference between
very
Dr. George.
the, dif- the difference between margin configuration,
Margin configuration versus hit and run.
difference between margin configuration and hit and run. Royalq is being designed to work with margin calls. Margin calls in the labor term is maybe as a businessman and you are selling bag of rice. Maybe you started bag of rice and you know the bag of rice price goes up and down, goes up and down. So you know you're not expected to use all your capital to buy the bag of rice. At least you use some part of the of your capital, buy the first one. Then wait. If the price goes down, you go and buy more bags of rice. You understand? If the price continues going down, you'll be buying the bags of rice at a reduced price. So that when the price starts, so that you will always be active, making profits, always have products to sell. Just like let me explain it better. Let me explain margin call better. We have two traders, trader A and trader B. Trader A, both traders are trading with $1,000 and they are into rice, selling of sales of bag of rice. Trader A goes to the market, buys 100 bags of rice with all the $1,000. Trader B goes to the market and buys like 20 bags of rice with like $200. Trader B still has 800. Trader B have $800 as reserve. Trader A does not have anything. He bought the bag of rice at 50,000. 50,000 naira. That's the price of bag of rice. And trader A have used all the $1,000 and bought all, has used all his trading capital and bought a bag of rice, 100 bags of rice. But trader B only used $200 and bought only 20 bags of rice. They both bought the rice at 50,000 naira and they start selling. Then tomorrow, bags of rice, the price of bag of rice now reduced to 40,000. Trader A does not have any money to go to the market to buy more bags of rice. B is saying out of the $800, Trader B went to the market and bought like 10 bags of rice, maybe with another 200, bought 20 or 25 bags of rice with another $200, and he's still having $600 as spare. Do you know that the next day, Trader A will not be able to sell? Trader A, there is no activity that will happen in the shop. His price, he bought them at 50,000 naira per one. But now, in market, bags of rice is selling at 40,000. But if you come to Trader B will still be doing business. He'll be selling the bags of rice it bought at that 40,000. It means Trader B is operating on margin cost. That is how Royalq. operates on margin calls. That is what margin call means in Royalq. When the robot will allocate your money, your trading capital, if your trading capital is $100, it brings them maybe like $11 or $12 to buy each margin calls. So it buys the trade at a reduced price. So as the trades are going down in value, the robot will be buying more quantity at a reduced price. That is what margin configuration is. So that even when market is down, even when bag of rice goes down to $30,000, trader B that is using margin calls will still have cheaper bag of rice that he can sell. So you see that trader B will always be active in selling bags of rice because he has reserve to buy bags of rice at any reduced price. So that is what margin call is all about. Now, observe. If now let me explain the hit and run. Okay, before let me explain the hit and run. Hit and run is just what trader A did. Trader B is margin call. Trader A is hit and run. Trader A used all the 1,000 and bought all the bags of rice. Now look at the advantage of hit and run, trader A. Do you know that if bags of rice did not reduce to 40, they both got it at 50-50. This one bought only 20 pieces. This one bought 100 pieces, 100 bags of rice. This one bought 20 bags of rice. Do you know that the advantage of hit and run, is that if bag of rice did not reduce in price, and maybe a company that wants to buy bags of rice just land, and they are ready to pay 60,000 for each bag of rice. Trader A will sell all his 100 bags of rice at 60,000. Do you understand? Trader B that only use $200 to buy only 20 bags of rice, we only sell his 20 bags of rice. Now, who is making gain? Trader A will make excess profits. Trader A will make excess profits in the sense that he bought bags of rice at that price, 50,000. But trader B bought only 20 bags of rice, while trader A bought 100 bags of rice. Trader B bought only 20 bags of rice, hoping that the price will go down so that he can buy more. But trader A, there's nothing like
Leader George, you are not audible.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, please go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead, please.
Okay. So trader A is practicing hit and run. It will only favor the advantage of trader A is that if the bag of rice price did not go down and it starts going up, meaning that a company comes to buy all of them. Maybe a company comes that they want to buy like 120 bags of rice. Trader A will sell all his 100 and trader B will sell all the 20. Trader A will make more profits than trader B. That is the only advantage hit and run strategy have over the margin call. Hit and run is that you are supposed to use, out of that your $1,000 trade capital, you are supposed to start with like $200 or start with $100 and keep the remaining as reserve. But hit and run, we use everything and start the trade. If your first buy, if your capital is $100 and your first buy should be 15, You now use, instead of 15, you now put $100 there. That means you don't want to buy margin calls. That is what hit and run is. And like we know that hit and run, you might be doing hit and run every day and you'll be successful. You'll be making huge profits. People will be eyeing your results. You are making huge profits. But the disadvantage is, if the bag of price now drops, if the price of bag of rice now drops, hit and run might stay 2 months in the shop without making any profits. The trader A might stay 2 months or more, 3 months or more without making any profits. But trader B that is using margin and the price goes down and the robot buys plenty margin calls, that is, it bought plenty bags of rice at a cheaper price, trader B will still be making profit daily. So that is the advantage trader B have margin calls have over hit and run. Because hit and run driver can be lucky all the time, but one day police will catch the hit and run driver. And you know, they will lock him in cell, and the hit and run driver might stay there 2 months, 3 months, 1 month without making any profits. So some person might say, I want big profits. So what me I do advise, if your profit is like 1,000, if your capital is like 1,000 and you want to do both, you can do both. But me, I will not advise anybody that to carry all your capital and do hit and run. If your capital is like 1,000, okay, you want to say, okay, I will use 500 for hit and run. I will use 500 to set up margin calls. Yes. So that if hit and run goes well, you'll be making big profits. But anytime hit and run hook you, you will start making margin call profits. Margin call profit is what Royalq was designed to work with. In the sense that Royal Content is a passive business. Margin call will give you passive incomes. Instead of hit and run that will wait for 1 month, 2 months to make $20 as profit. Margin call, in the space of that 2 months, hit and run have not made any profit. Margin call can be giving you $1, $0.5, $2, $3, $4, $1, and you will see that before the hit and run driver will come out, you must have made more than that $20 or $30 the hit and run driver is expecting. Okay, so that is the advantages of hit and run and the disadvantages. Okay, I think we have questions. Dan Empire said that hit and run is called what in the correct term? The hit and run is called the whole warehouse strategy mode. Is the if you want to use the hit and run, that is, you are using the whole warehouse strategy mode. In a correct term, is when you off your margin call, when you are not using margin call to trade, and you put all your capital in as your first buy amount. So Royalq did not program the robot to work with it and all, so there's no correct term. Just know that anytime you see yourself, instead of sharing your capital to buy margin calls, you decide to use all of them in your first buy amount, and you off your margin call switch, you know that you are using hit and run. Hit and run can also be on cycle, it can also be on one shot. See why? Hit and run can also be on one shot, it can also be on cycle. I can use 1,000 and enter a trade off my margin call and put it on cycle. It means that let the robot be buying the coin with 1,000. If it sells, let it buy it again with 1,000. So hit and run can also be on one shot, or it can also be on cycle trading mode. Okay? So is there any other question? Sure, you can ask question. I think I'm done with it too. You can take it over.
Do we have questions? Let's ask questions, please. One shot is just a strategy mode. One shot and circle is just a mode. It's called hit and run because you intend to get into the market to take profit sharp, sharp, and run away. That's the intent. That's the intent for you to get into the market, for the coin to pump, and for you to take profit, and for the trade to end, and for you to go away from the market. But cryptocurrency is you can't predict cryptocurrency. That's why I don't even advocate for hit and run. You can't predict the market, so you have to always be on guard. You have to always trade with margin call. It's safer to trade with margin call. So I get a lot of these questions from my team members. They'll be like, why is a certain person making, big profit? And I explain to them why. So it's your choice to decide that you want to do hit and run. You can do hit and run if you're making big profit like $50, $40. But imagine that you enter a particular trade and you get caught for months. Is it not better to make little continuous income? Once you make continuous profit, I think it's better than making big profits and then risking your capital. But Royalq was designed to protect your capital, to use capital management. That's what Royalq was designed for. So if you want to be doing hit and run, I believe you should just go and manual trade. But yeah, there are sometimes you can do hit and run, but you have to bear the consequences. Yeah. So do we have any questions? These questions can come in. So yeah, there's no name for that. We actually gave it that name, hit and run, because we didn't really know the name to give it. Some people call it the greedy strategy too, because obviously, yeah, it is what it is. So coming from someone that have been doing hit and run, like not now. When I started Royalq, I don't advise hit and run. It's too stressful. It's just too stressful to get caught up in a trade and you'll be seeing huge amount of percent drop. It's just too stressful. I'm not making money from the dip, because you cannot make money from the dip, because you didn't buy margins. You didn't buy at cheaper prices. So you would make zero money. If you are doing hit and run, the coin has to pump back to your entry price and also pump to your take profit before you make money. But if you are doing the margin call or margin configuration, you are buying at cheaper prices. It saves you stress. So is there anything one can do to remedy the hit and run trade when one is stuck on the trade? Yes, you can manually replenish. You can either manually replenish, or if you decide that you want to be earning in the deep, open margins. That's what you can do to that trade. You either manually replenish or not even open more margins, because you don't even have any margins to begin with. Open margin. Yeah. You set your margin. You have more questions? Any other question? So that we can round up. Let's take questions, please. I don't know if people are always shy to ask questions. You don't always ask questions on the Zoom, but you always have questions on WhatsApp. So it's a bit confusing. Okay, network threw me out. My network is just stick to one shot. Try
Hello, there, sorry. I don't think we are hearing you. Okay, let me take some, I think we have some questions. Let me take, eh? Okay, Christian said, is there anything one can do to remedy the hit and run trade when one is stuck on a trade? Yes, margin, that is where margin manual replenishment comes in. So it's only manual replenishment you can be doing on the trade. You'll be buying more quantity so that your average price, your average entry price will be coming down. So that is the only remedy for hit and run when you are stuck. That you continue to buy more quantity of that coin. That is through manual replenishment. Okay. So Roland said, as coins are pumping now, is it best to trade in cycle or one shot? Before coins started pumping, coins were down before. So you can put on, crypto, when it goes up, it will come down. So it's either you wait, let price retrace, let the coins retrace a little before you start, you enter trade. But for those that have started trading the coin when the coins are down, and you can trade on cycle when the coin is down, so that as it's going up, it will be making profit and be buying. Even when it starts going down, it will be buying. So when it starts coming up, it will start selling and making profits. So that is how the robot is programmed to work. Okay, Emmanuel said, considering market volatility, what coin is suitable for $100 capital? Emmanuel, this $100 you can enter. We do drop signals on the group. We do drop signals on the group, and we also have a Zoom recording where we show you how to enter signals yourself, how to enter trades yourself. So you can go on our YouTube channel, search for how to select a trade yourself. You see the video, so you can watch and get the knowledge. Okay? Here na here na Chinedu. So how long can someone stay in this place before getting out? It depends on the coin, depending on how the coin will move. No one can say. No one can tell you this is when. Depending on when the coin is start pumping up again. Okay? So here I just said that is if one does not have enough capital to do manual replenishment. You don't have capital to do manual replenishment. You just have to wait until the coin comes up. Okay, Emmanuel said, you did not answer my question. I was answering on how to set up a trade. How to set up a trade. We have to set up a trade with $100. How to set up a trade. Ah, Emmanuel, please, the person that introduced you to Royalq should have will show you how to set up a trade. Or have you started trading? How to set up a trade now? When you open the app, we have videos to show you how to what to click to set up trades. Just like how to use the app to trade. The person that introduced you, for you to set up your first trade, the person will put you through now. So I don't know if it's the question you are answering. I wasn't answering on how to set up a trade. I was answering on how to set up a trade. Emmanuel, you are getting me confused. You said you did not answer, you did not, and I did not answer your question. I was answering on how to set up a trade. I wasn't answering on how to set up a trade. Please unmute yourself and answer your question. So do we have any other question? Joshua, you can do your summary if we are done.
Okay, sorry about that. My network is really bad. I just got back on here. So I believe we do not have any other question. He said, can you just pick any coin and trade on with $100 capital? Yeah, George, I wasn't here when all this was happening. So you can just there's a question on the chat box.
Hello, Emmanuel. I said we have a Zoom recording where we explain how to enter, how to select coins that you can trade. It has been explained. There are some coins that are very volatile, and in that Zoom recording, we said that there are some coins that you should, if you want to enter, you need huge capital. When Royalq will tell you that this coin is very volatile, with your small capital, you know that you cannot trade those coins, so you leave. As I said, go to our YouTube channel, search for the Zoom search for the Zoom, how to set what is the name of that Zoom? How to pick a trade, right? That is
I
the
think
name
how
of
to pick
the
a trade without signal.
how to pick a trade. Go to the YouTube channel, you will see the video, watch it. Because in Royalq, before you start a trade, Royalq will tell you that this coin is volatile, this coin is when you want to enter a coin that is volatile, Royalq will tell you. So you know that with your small capital, you cannot trade such coin. So when you watch that video, you gain more knowledge. Thank you.
Also, we do drop signals on the group. I'm just adding to that. And most times your upline do provide you with signals until you are good on your own. So yeah, I believe that is all for today. Our Zoom time and day is Monday and Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Nigerian time. We're always here, same link. If you are new, please get back to the person that invited you to this Zoom. And they're going to send you a link. Use the link to register. And also they will guide you on how to activate your robot. Activate your robot, and then they'll add it to a WhatsApp group where you get started learning how to trade, properly instruct your robot, and start making money or get the knowledge about the robot. So I think that's all. We will see you on Monday, 8:30 p.m. Nigerian time. Enjoy your weekend and stay blessed. Bye.